So the Champions League group stage is done. Teams have qualified. Teams have been eliminated completely from Europe. Teams have qualified for the Europa League. Now, if you're wondering why teams make a fuss out of being top of the group, this video will explain it. And it will also explain why teams do not want to be second on the table. So if you finish top of your group, you cannot face another team that finished top of their group. You can only face second place. And if you're second, you can only play a team that finished top of the group. And naturally, the team that performs best finishes number one. So, in the next round, it only makes sense that there will be a tougher opposition for any team. So teams are always like, nah, we want the easier opposition, especially in the round of 16. Before you get to the latter stages when there's no other pots, you have to play only the teams that qualify. But for the first round of 16, right after the group stage, you want to get the easiest draw as possible. Now, for my boys, we finished top of our group. And we get to avoid teams like Bayern Munich, teams like Dortmund, teams like Real Madrid. We don't want to face any of those people in the round of 16. Please, no, take them away from me. But some surprises, some big names finished second in their group. Some big names. Teams like Napoli, teams like Inter Milan, the team that got to the final and just lost by only a goal in last year's Champions League final. Teams like Lazio, teams like PSG. Yes, the PSG. Yes, they've lost Neymar. Yes, they've lost Messi, but there's still that pedigree within them. And they still have Kylian Bad Boy Mbappe. Yes, they have Kylian Mbappe. And with him in your team, nobody wants to face them. Leipzig are also a very good team from Germany. They're playing very well. They're a tough team. They have some quality players. Xavi Simons, the young kid who is on fire this season. I don't want to face them. FC Porto. Yes. Now, as an Arsenal fan, my dream team that I hope my team will play against is FC Copenhagen. They played against, they were in a group with Manchester United and they came second. Shameful, right? Yes, they came second only to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich came first. So we avoid Bayern Munich, we avoid Real Madrid, Real Sociedad, Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, Man City, Barcelona, who all finished top of the group. But there's some tough teams there. I definitely don't want to face some of the ones that I mentioned. My dream draw will be Arsenal versus Copenhagen. Please, God, hear my prayers. Only in the round of 16. Of course, to win the Champions League, there's no way you will not face a top opposition. It's never happened before. You have to play the teams that are going to be in the running, like the Real Madrids, the Manchester Cities, the Inter Milans, no matter what. They will come in there. And we might actually face Inter Milan in the round of 16. I'm a little nervous, but I'm glad we avoided all the big dogs by finishing top of our group. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, especially PSG knowing that they will come up against the top team, especially for Inter Milan, who will definitely come up against the top team. Interesting. I can't wait for the draws to be done. I thought they were going to be done tomorrow, Friday, but they're actually going to be done on Monday, interestingly. And I'll be back here to review it and let you know who my boys are going to be destroying. Because I back the boys. I back Mikel Arteta. My manager is quality. He's top, right up there with all the top managers, in my opinion. And I think we can go very far. If I'm to make a prediction, I think we can make it to the semifinals. And at that point, anything goes. Obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I'll pray for the best. And obviously, my expectations will heighten. But we've only made it to the final once as a club. I remember that final, most heartbreaking season of my life, because that was the time when we were supposed to do it. But we were down to 10 men for virtually more than half of the game, which was horrible. Thierry Henry also had a poor game. His finishing wasn't on point that game. But then I remember just crying, the pain I felt. If we make it to the semifinals, it'll be different. Well, there you have it. That explains everything you need to know about the next round of Champions League. And the Premier League is still on. December, busiest month of any Premier League season. So, Arsenal will be playing Brighton this weekend. I'll be back to review that game after we hopefully beat them, because we need desperately 3 points before we go to the Anfield and play against Liverpool. I said if we make it through December unscathed, I will be proud. I will be proud, and I'll have so much faith in these boys. I really will. You know what? this just came to, I want to spice up this channel. I want to spice up this season for my team. I think my team, they need all hands on deck. And, what can I do? Let me see. How do I make this? How do I phrase this? I think I'm on 184 subscribers by the time I'm making this video. If I get to 222 subscribers on YouTube, I'll be flying to London at the end of the year. Come on, guys. Before 2023 runs out, get me to London. Subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Even if you don't watch football, whatever it is. And I'll be vlogging everything, by the way. I'll vlog all the entire experience of my first game at the Emirates. Let's do this. Get me to 222 subscribers and we'll make it happen. Take care, guys. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. God bless.